Greetings, this is Black Light. Gonna move right along. The last couple of videos we talking about opening the third eye. This is something that you're not gonna be taught in school. This is something that most people don't study because the black man is the original man, and all wisdom and knowledge come from the black man. This is one of the libraries that all that ancient knowledge was stored in. One of the libraries of Alexandria, which is in Egypt, which is in Africa. The Greeks conquered Egypt. Alexander the Great was in charge of that and named this learning center Alexandria. Then the Romans came up and burned it. Now, in my first video talking about the opening that third eye, we was talking about the women of Rio on TV. What I was trying to get to was you have social engineers. Social engineers are scientists that work 24/7 on propaganda, persuading the masses and conditioning their minds to think one way. All those women, when I say they lost their identity, they all looking like Caucasian women. But these are women from different ethnic groups. You got Orientals, you got blacks, you got Mexicans, you know, all looking and acting like the Caucasian woman. I know y'all want to say, well, black people got their own culture. No, our culture is the Caucasian culture, American culture. Even though the Caucasian don't think you're American. All of this is game. All of this is reverse psychology that they're using against the masses.
Fascinating topic, and it is clear that we have so much to learn from them when it comes to our way of life, our health, our technology, science, nature, consciousness, and the nature of reality itself.
Now, this is going to be kind of a deep subject to tackle, but we're going to attempt to make you see what's happening on social media and YouTube with, first of all, the assassination of Nipsey and all your different influential people that has a lot of following, you know, and a lot of fans. What happens to them when they get too popular, when they start out thinking the enemy. See, the enemy don't want you to think that he's your enemy. He wants you to think that he cares about you. And the people will never stop, to ask, why you got all these men in the army or in the military away from their country fighting all these different kind of people. And what's happening is is, is apparent. They're still conquering. They're trying to conquer the whole planet. And when they conquer every part of the world that they conquer, the people begins to look like them, act like them, talk like them. English is the dominant language. Now, you could go and there'll be a Burger King in somewhere in the jungles of Africa. Donald Trump is putting Trump Towers all over the planet. When Donald Trump leaves office, even if he don't run another term, he's going to have Trump Towers in Russia, China, Korea, South America, everywhere. And they're going to be wearing Trump ties. People like Pharaoh, young Pharaoh, Farrakhan, they are actually gatekeepers, puppets, FBI agents, provocateurs. And that's what we're going to do. Now, I'm not a fan of Farrakhan. But what I'm trying to show you is that, see, when Farrakhan put out that book, The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews, he been at war with them. So now Farrakhan is in one camp, young Pharaoh is in another camp. Young Pharaoh's in the camp of the Jews. So this is one way that they divide and conquer us. This is one way that, we choose sides. We always choosing somebody else's sides, but we don't never choose our own side because we can't recognize who is for us, who is down for us, and who is not down for us. Why is that? It must be the money. We can't open our third eye to see that money ain't real. You got to know that you're the real treasure. You say you don't believe that you're the real treasure. But look, what is day one weaknesses? When I say day, I'm talking about the Caucasian. They one real weakness. They one real weakness is the sun. It burns them up. What you got that they don't got, or they don't have much of? Melanin. Think about that. Yeah, see, this is a letter sent to Martin Luther King urging him to commit suicide by the FBI. Now, I played a video. They was talking to Malcolm, trying to get information on the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, this is how I know Pharaoh, young Pharaoh, is an agent and a provocateur, because when you follow his history, you see that he was banging on the beast at first. He was all into some deep metaphysics. Now he done switched his whole program around. So they got to him. Now he's dividing, Minister Farrakhan, he messed himself up, and everybody done peeped Minister Farrakhan hypocritical ways. So Pharaoh is playing on that. See, Allah, he got a way of letting snakes eat up snakes. And young Pharaoh is in the process of trying to eat up Farrakhan. So y'all won't, by the time that they get through, y'all won't be saying nothing about black power no more. Y'all won't be saying nothing about good about the Nation of Islam no more. These brothers that follow Minister Farrakhan, they're not on the same program of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So young Pharaoh was trying to attack the Honorable Elijah Muhammad using Farrakhan. Now this is where we're going with this. DC, you got to activate your third eye. Now, how do you activate your third eye? You ain't got to do nothing but start trying to go, you got to use more than common sense, more than reasoning. You got to use your survival skills. And this is where your third eye come in at. Your third eye is a survival skill. So you could peep game, Game recognizes game. And the more you try to use it, going inside into your inner visions, you'll see and recognize game when you see it. Even though every day they use the television to condition your mind, the social media to condition your mind, you will rise above all the emotions. You will see, because you'll be in the vision of the Most High. Into the thinking of the Most High. So just stay with me and it'll become clear to you.